Welcome back to my Back to Basics video number 3 on the pentatonic scale. If you haven't seen video 1 and 2 or don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about position 1, 2, 3 and 4, then I recommend watching these two videos before you watch this video. That being said, let's get into it. So in this video I'm looking at position 4 and 5 of the pentatonic scale, the last two of the 5 positions of this scale. Once again, I'm gonna start off in A minor and then we're gonna try and play it in different keys. How is this played? This time in A minor it starts on the 12th fret. So it's right here, where the two dots are. I'm gonna start with my index finger on my low E string and play it right there. Then I'm gonna play with my pinky the 15th fret of this low E string. Once again, only 2 notes per string. Then we're gonna go up again. Notice how I'm always pointing down though? Well, I'm pointing down because it's downwards, I guess. But we're going up because the notes are going up. Listen. That's why. So we're going down again. It's up. You just told them it's up. 12, 15. Once again, 12, 15. So index finger, pinky, index finger, pinky. We're gonna go index finger, third finger. Once again, index finger, third finger. So that's 12, 14, 12, 14. Then I'm gonna go 13, 15 and 12, 15. So once again I'm utilizing all 4 of my fingers of the left hand. So this is once again also just a great exercise for your left hand and getting to know the fretboard. Here it is one more time in total. And once again, if you see my other videos, you're gonna notice by now, also try to play it backwards. So 15, 12, 15, 13, 14, 12, 14, 12, and 15, 12, 15, 12. I wouldn't start trying to visualize this shape until I'm comfortable playing the other 3. Otherwise you might get a little bit mixed up trying to play all 4 combined, let alone if the 5th is gonna be there as well. So once you're comfortable playing the first 3, then look at this one. And once we've got this one, we can try to do the same thing that we did with the other ones, is by sliding up from one shape to the other. If we're gonna go back to looking at position number 3, which was this. Once I've ended here, I can actually slide up to the 15th fret. And then go up, back down. And I can slide down over here as well and go back up. And create a little loop. I can also just slide down to like the first position. And then try to slide from here, maybe to the 12th fret, the 3rd position. This way I'm also getting used to going from one shape way over here to another shape way over here, instead of just playing these shapes that are connected to each other. Because when you're soloing in the future, you're probably gonna wanna go maybe from this note to this one. And if you've always just played these boxes connected together, well then it's gonna be harder to know where you are once you go back down. And now I'm going to show you the 5th and final position of the minor pentatonic scale. This one is once again in A minor before we go to a different key. It starts on the 15th fret, which is once again the ending note of the previous shape. So, as you can see, the 4th shape was 12, 15, 12, 15. That means that my next shape is going to start on this 15th fret. So here it is slowly. 15, 17, 15, 17, 14, 17, 14, 17, 15, 17, 15, 17. If you heard and watched closely, all of these end on the 17th fret here. Now this is once again the ending of the 5th position, and because they're all connected to each other, that means that the ending of this 5th position is probably also going to be the first starting note in the 1st position. So how does that look? Well, the 5th position, which starts here on the 15th fret, also can be played right here on the 3rd fret, because this note is a G and this note is also a G. So the shape, once again, that's why it's important to learn the shape and not just where to play it, is this. So now it's 3, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. The reason that I'm playing it right here is because this is where you started. So now you're going to see how the ending of this, the 5th fret, is actually the start of the 1st position that you've learned. All these notes. So that means that in any key, these 5 positions are always connected to each other. I cannot emphasize this enough. Once you start seeing that, you're going to open up the fretboard to yourself a whole lot. Once you've learned all 5 of these positions, you can try to play around with it. I would start off with just A minor and really getting comfortable with playing all of these. Then when you've got them down, you can go to a different key and see if you can really remember the shapes instead of just where to play these shapes in A minor. Now on this last part, I'm going to go a little bit deeper on how every note relates to the root note and explain you what that actually means. Well, so we are in A minor right here. And A minor pentatonic contains the notes A, C, D, E, and G. And then they repeat. A, C, D, E, G, A. If we give all of these letters in the alphabet a number, starting with A, because that's our root note, 1 till 7, then we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and to which letter that relates. So what I'm playing here is the 1, which is an A. Then I'm playing a C, which is in this case a 3. Then I'm playing a D, which is a 4, an E, which is a 5, and a G, which is a 7. And I'm not playing the 6 or the 2. So now we can say that the minor pentatonic consists of the notes 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7. What can you do with this information, you're thinking? Well, just like remembering how to play the shape instead of just knowing where to play the shape, it's also good to know which note you are playing in relation to the chord, so that when you go to a different key, you also know that you're playing the 3rd, the 5th, or the 7th of that key. So if we look at the first pattern, we're gonna see that the 1st is right here, but it's also right here, and it's also right here. The same goes for the 3rd. The 3rd is right here, but also right here, and right here. Once you're going to see where certain notes are in relation to the root note in one position and another, then you're going to be able to play the same lick, only in a different place. So something like this. Remember how I said in the first video of this series that C major is the relative to A minor and vice versa? Well, what I meant by that, besides that they share the same notes, is that once you're thinking about A minor, yes, it is 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1. If you're thinking about it in C, which is then the root note, then it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And this is actually called major pentatonic. So the C major pentatonic scale is exactly the same as the A minor pentatonic scale. They contain the same notes, they are the same shapes, only you are thinking about it differently. You're thinking about what that interval is in relation to the root note. If you're having a tough time keeping up with this, there's gonna be a video on how intervals work exactly. That being said, thank you for watching once again, and I hope that you enjoy learning through my videos. Please consider subscribing to my Patreon page, where you can unlock all the backing tracks that you've heard throughout these videos. Thanks again.